Hey, what's up, everybody? Shannon Mack here with Just Win Bets, baby. Joe the Fan. Our Skins lose in overtime to the Miami Dolphins. A very high-scoring game, 16-3. What are some of your thoughts about the game there?
16-13.
Oh, sorry, 16-13. Sorry,
not like that matters.
No, we couldn't get 3 to save our life.
Right.
So that was the big news. Did you see that? Matt Gay released by the team, got cut.
Are they not getting our podcast, or is it too late? Are we on a delay? Like, you know how you're on like a 30-second ahead of me when it comes to YouTube,
Yeah.
Which, by the way, YouTube had to drop the hammer on them. I'm like, get this back on. Look what happens. I credit that to my friend Pat McAfee. I was hoping to see him this Saturday as I am on location going to JMU, but they're not doing a thing. So maybe next time, my friend. Maybe next time. Back to the Skins. Yes, it's good to hear that they finally, 2 weeks ago, we called Matt Gay had to go. And then they did sign somebody. Did he used to play for the Bears?
Yeah, he was on the Bears practice squad, I think I saw.
Okay.
He's been around in the league for a while. I can't remember his name now, though. I'm looking it up.
I think it starts with a C.
Yeah, sorry, guys. I'm getting over a cold still, so I have a little cough every once in a while.
Right.
Yeah, but thank God it was time for Gay. We've been calling for that for a while now. And I mean, basically lost the game. I mean, he lost 2 huge missed field goals and one at the end of the game that could have won it for us. Right. So, I mean, it's crazy that it took this long. But, I mean, if there's a time to do it, it's now, because you have the bye week. You can try out some kickers, stuff like that. Jake Moody is who they signed, by the way.
Moody.
Jake Moody. And I'm pretty sure he's been around the league for a while.
Yeah.
Like one of those journeyman type kickers.
I think he played for Carolina as well. I could be wrong, but I know for a fact he played for Chicago.
Yeah, he played for Chicago. I got his thing up here. He played ESPN. Come on, you're not telling me anything here. He definitely played for Chicago because he was on the practice squad.
Yep.
He was on the 49ers.
That's right.
He was also on the Steelers.
Okay.
And the Bears and the Seahawks. He played for the Seahawks too.
Seahawks. Yes.
So he's been around.
He's been around. Well,
he's still a young guy. He's only 25.
Right.
Sometimes with kickers, it takes them a couple of years to get into the groove and finally find a team to latch on to.
Absolutely. And he's young. That's good. So let's go good, bad, and the ugly. Let's go with the good. Obviously, there has been change with the defense. They were getting at it, and I thought, honestly, towards the end of the game, where Miami had an opportunity to score and was 4th and goal, and we stopped them.
Yeah,
that I think saved the season. Now on offense, Mariota, I don't understand why you're throwing in the double coverage. The play calling could have been a little bit better. Rodriguez is the guy. I think they pretty much said, hey, Bill, you could move Bill to 3rd down back. I mean, he does catch a nice ball outside. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from McNichols. That's your guy. But C-Rod, McNichols, you may want to draft a bigger back. But that's the thing. We are now at pick number 7 if the season ended today. Even if we go to top 5, we need to trade back. I mean,
we have a lot of holes.
Yeah, I would go 1st round pick for next year. So trade back, we'll go 1st round this year, 1st round next year, because there's not really that many quarterbacks that's coming out. So that's good for us. And everybody's going to, I think, jump up to where Tennessee is, but they don't need a quarterback. So if I was Tennessee, I would trade back in a heartbeat, because the guy coming out of Indiana, I think, is the way to go. But other than that, I don't see any other. Definitely not Arch Manning.
Not after this season.
Yeah, sure. I would. If I'm the Skins, I trade back, and we need a lot. Yeah. I mean, a lot.
I agree with you with Bill there. I think they gave him the ball too much. Rodriguez was running really well. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I like how Rodriguez runs. He runs behind his pads, his shoulders leading forward. Very rarely does he get tackled for a loss. He averaged over 5 yards a carry.
Yep.
But they still gave Bill 9 carries in the rushing game, and he wasn't getting anything. McNichols they used kind of sparingly. He had 3 carries and then he had 2 catches. I like McNichols more out of the backfield for catching and stuff like that.
Sure.
But I think it's pretty obvious that Bill doesn't have it right now. I'm not saying he can't get it in the future, but
Right.
I think Rodriguez is your best back, and then probably McNichols after that. But yeah.
Yeah. In addition to that, I think, respectfully, I think that Bill needs to hit the weight room a little bit. I'm just saying he's a rookie. I get that. And you don't come out of college. I mean, the last guy that I thought was, holy cow, you could drive over his back was Sheriff when he was here.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, who is this guy? And he was huge. And I was like, I'm talking about recent picks. No disrespect to Payne or Allen. And as you know, I saw Allen play in high school. I coached against the guy. So, you know, I'm going to forgive Payne. You know, I think maybe we saw the evidence a little too late when we filmed it. Okay. So fine. I'll give Payne a break. Everybody deserves a second chance when it comes to Kinlaw as well. So I think we're doing okay. Linebacker wise, you know, I'll give you this overall for the defense. They tried.
Yes.
Okay. Played a hell of a lot better. It
Yes.
wasn't like, okay, hey, whatever. I just give up. So they did try.
The effort in this game way better than the last 5 weeks combined. This is their 6th loss in a row, but the last 5 weeks combined, I mean, you could actually see the difference on it.
Sure.
Yeah, and the defense played. I mean, they played a lot better. I don't know if it's just because DQ calling the plays or like making that switch made the defense be like, hey, we need to start actually, you know, going out here and doing something here. But yeah, the linebacker play is still not great.
Right.
Wagner did have a good play at the end zone down there. We
Yep.
batted the ball away. That was
Yep.
pretty nice. But we were getting gashed in the run, and I'm surprised. It's like malpractice why the Miami went away from the run. HN he had 120 yards on like 20 carries.
Yeah.
And then like he was getting 6 yards a pop like it was nothing. If I was them, I just would have kept handing him the ball over and over again. And I don't know why they ever went away from him.
Yeah, sweep left, sweep right, toss, whatever you want to call it, off tackle. I mean, we couldn't stop the outside to save our life.
That goes back to the linebackers. Linebackers just can't flow over there.
Right.
Wagner's I'm sorry, he's maybe a future Hall of Famer, but he's not there anymore.
He's too old. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but let's call a spade, okay?
Yep.
Now, McGee's there. Luvu made a couple nice plays. So, you know, I still love your guy Reeves. You know, yeah, we're a little hurt on in the secondary. Now, let's go to the bad. The bad is well, it leads into the ugly of the coaching. But we'll go with the bad. You don't put a corner back there. Now, I understand. I believe Lane got hurt, correct?
Yes. Yeah, he got hurt.
Why are you not putting Debo back there?
Yeah, it's true. I mean, he used to do kickoffs before he got hurt. And
so what's the problem?
Yeah.
Fair catch it. I don't care. I mean, we have some momentum right there, man. I mean,
Stanisville, I mean, they said he did it in Michigan too, where he played in Michigan, and he used to return punts there sometimes. But it's very rare you get a corner back there. I mean, you had Dion do it for years, but other than that, it was and Darryl Green for the Skins back in the day used to do it.
Right.
But recently, it's not usually a corner. I agree. It's usually a receiver, sometimes a running back.
Yeah.
But Stanisville, he dropped that one. That was a backbreaker though. That punt that he dropped, that was a backbreaker. But he also had a gimme pick that he dropped early in the game too.
That too.
Did you see that?
Yeah, he's Carlos Rogers 2.0.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just saying. I mean, good guy, good kid, but I miss my guy, Famous Amos. I miss a few other guys, but so that's the bad. There's a couple other bad stuff. You know, Yankov had a catch. Ertz had a couple catches here and there.
Ertz also had another false start.
Yeah,
What's up with
I don't understand it. I just don't understand it, man.
He's been in the league for however long, 15 years, however long he's been in the league.
Sure.
And he still doesn't do snap counts. I mean, come on, man.
Sure. I think obviously the season's over. But
Yeah.
I think it's going to come to a time where hopefully the coaching staff starts putting in these young bucks in. Okay. No, and take a little off for Ertz, etc. They need to learn.
Yeah.
The guy from Kansas State, what is it, Senate? He needs to learn.
Yankoff out there each time too.
Yankoff,
He
I
showed
like
some potential. Yeah, he showed some potential. Get him some reps. That's the best way to learn. Get him out there.
Yes, trial by on the job kind of thing. But Newton did very well, I thought. So there is stuff that we can work on, but if you're Adam Peters, and I understand, Adam, that you came in with garbage, and it was garbage. Rivera didn't help us. Before Rivera was stupid Vinny Serrato, who destroyed us, okay, and giving up draft picks like
Vinny Serrato was way before. Rivera was like the Bruce Allen days.
Yeah,
Bruce Allen destroyed us too.
Bruce Allen, yeah. I'm just saying, it went back years and years and years ago. So, we were giving out draft picks like it was candy at Halloween. Okay, so we can't do that anymore. Here's the shopping list, and I know I'm going a little early. I would get either a right tackle. I got nothing against Conley. Okay, he could stay there. That's fine. He's getting better. He's a rookie. Maybe move him to guard at left guard. Chris Paul has done a good job, but Cosme's fine. Tunsil, we're going to need to get a left tackle sooner or later, right? So that's one. Get a couple just speed guys that can just catch the ball. We can work with the routes, blah, blah, blah. You don't need to have these 6'8", 6'11" guys. You're not going to get a Metcalf. If you got a Metcalf out there, obviously get them. But get these guys, okay? Trade back. We need speed on defense. There's no question about it. I think the corners will be okay. I think Lattimore needs to start, I'm assuming his surgery went fine, but just start coaching these guys up. Hey, go in, and I'm not saying that they're not. Go into the film room and just say, hey man, this is how you do it. Do this, do that. Same thing with Wagner. I'm sorry. It's time to put in who's the guy I think we got from UCLA? Starts with an M. Mahoo?
McGee?
No, it's not McGee. It was another guy. I think he's a rookie.
I just looked it up. I don't know.
I think he's like I know he's from UCLA. Anyway, start putting those guys out there with Luvu just to kind of get them some reps, because we need to figure out what's going on, and we need to start cutting the fat, trimming the fat here. Sorry, to say.
I think what our defense needs, we definitely need speed. That's for sure.
Right.
But I think what would help our defense a lot is getting some sort of pass rush. We need some sort of edge rusher to come off the edge. We get no pass rush with coming with just 4 people. When you have your 4 down linemen, we get no rush at all.
Right.
So we need some sort of pass rush, and that usually helps out your corners, because if you get that quarterback to throw the ball early, right, get it out like a half second earlier than he wants to, then that helps your cornerbacks out, right? They're all kind of like in unison there. So that would be like one of my priorities too. High priority is getting a pass rusher.
His name is Kahu. Alex Kahu.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. Put him out there.
Put all the young bucks out there.
Who's that?
Put all the young bucks out there.
Yeah, put the young bucks out there. Luvu could be there. Luvu, switch over to middle. Okay?
Yeah.
But put these 2 young bucks out there. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you have to lose? Okay, yeah. I get it that maybe, I don't know, we don't know the contracts, so I don't know, hey, they got to play X amount of games, blah, blah, but no disrespect to Wagner, you're gone at the end of the season, my guy. Sorry, dude. I'm sorry. Same thing with Ertz. You're gone. So
yeah, they're both gone.
Enough with your incentives, yada, yada, yada. It's a business, okay? If you want to get cut, just get cut. I don't care, okay? Sorry. But, it not only is it a business, we just need to get better, and we need to know, hey, look, we can work with this guy. whatever his name is, Caillou, whatever his name is. Okay. I know it's a cartoon character, but we'll need it. Okay. So, hey, we got McGee, we got this guy. So we can work with these guys. So we don't really need to draft. We can develop them. Okay. Let's focus because we're not going to have that many draft picks unless we trade back. I think we trade back maybe in the teens, maybe in the early 20s, but pick up stuff, man. You need to pick up stuff like now. Build.
That's why I'm surprised we weren't sellers at the trade deadline. I mean, I would like we talked about that too. I would have sold anything, right? Pretty much any. The only thing that wouldn't have been untouchable to me is Jaden Daniels and maybe Tress Way.
yeah, and Reeves.
Reeves, yeah. Everything else would be on the table. I would take anything just to get as many picks as possible.
Von Miller, you're a nice guy, man. I like you. I mean, you have performed. Don't get me wrong, but it's business, my guy. So, unless you want to sign league minimum,
he's not coming back.
I don't think he's coming back.
No,
so we're gonna have a lot of cap space.
The only reason he came here is because he thought we would be back where we were last year. He wants another shot at the ring.
Sure.
But there's no way he's coming back here.
Sure. So, hey, it is what it is.
Von Miller played. I was looking at how many snaps he played yesterday. He played 22 snaps. It's 39%. Higher than his average this 30. Year. Huh?
I figured it was like no more than 30.
Yeah, 22 snaps. 22 snaps. On defense, only three players played all 100% of the snaps. It was Sanistril, Wagner, and Luvu. Jeremy Reeves played 98% of the snaps. But yeah, he only had Von Miller 22%, or 22 plays, 39%.
The ugly part, not really that much ugly, but I'm saying this as a fan and as someone who has seen the game for over 45 years. DQ is not the guy. Great defensive coordinator. Don't get me wrong. But someone who is kind of like, hey, I'm going to make this decision or make that decision. I don't think you're the guy, dude. I really don't think so. I never would have put Samerstow out there. Never. I don't care if he caught punts at Michigan or at Pop Warner. Never would have had it. The guy who has the best hands, okay, back there. Debo, just fair catch it. I called it safe when we did, punt return. Or, hey, safe. I don't want anybody trying to block it. Just play your position. Fair catch it. Boom.
Yep. Mariota, get out. That's all we needed.
All we needed.
Yep.
I don't need a hero.
That's all we needed. It's just fair catch the ball.
Plenty of time. We had we controlled our own destiny. We would have won that game. So that being said, that's the only recommendation that I have going forward.
I have a bad, and this is kind of for both teams, and kind of like the way the NFL is trending right now.
Yep.
Both teams just gave away points, just didn't want points, kept going for it on 4th and 5, 4th and 6, like down the red zone. And at some points, I get the analytics all say go for it.
Sure.
I mean, but we left off so many points. Both teams did. The Dolphins did too. Like we stuffed them at that goal line there. I mean, maybe I'm just too old school in that way, but like it's hard for me to just turn away an easy field goal and get points on the board, especially when your offense hasn't scored a whole lot.
Right. I agree. I completely agree. I mean, that's even in the beginning. If you haven't even got on the scoreboard, get on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
It's momentum as well. So it's not just saying, hey, everybody wants to go for it on four. I that's great, but dude, get on the board.
Yeah.
You take the Monday night game that's going on now. It's 7. Was it 10-3? 10-6. And Dallas is in range. Get the 3. Listen, we all want touchdowns. Don't get me wrong, but play the numbers. You go up if they kick a field goal, which this guy is amazing, right?
Yeah, he can kick him like 70 yards.
That guy can kick it from Washington to Dallas. Let's be honest, okay? And I think you get there quicker than a flight down there.
Yeah.
Nowadays, what I'm saying is, if Dallas, I think they got stopped.
Yeah, he got stopped. He's in the 4th.
I think they're close. Is it 4th?
Yeah, it's going to be 4th down right now. Looks like they're going for it too. See, that's what we're talking about right here.
but it would be, do the math. Then they would be up 13-6. So they need a touchdown. The Raiders. I don't know. I hope they get it. Don't spoil it. I know you're on 30-second ahead of me. So, but
yeah, I get going for it at certain situations, but it's sometimes, like I said, especially when your offense hasn't put up a ton of points, it's refreshing just to get some points on the board, and you're like, all right, we got 3 that time. You know what I mean? Instead of just being defeated and just walk away with nothing. I think getting that, just even that 3 points, it gets the ball rolling a little bit on offense.
Yeah.
And then maybe next time you go down there, maybe you go for it if you have to. But at least get something on the board at sometimes. And the Dolphins did the same thing. Like I said, they happened two times. Thing in the red zone for them, they went for it on 4th down and didn't get anything. Helped us out, but it makes no sense to me at sometimes.
I agree. And listen, anything that's over 50, I don't know if anybody thought. Excuse me. I didn't think that anybody thought that Gay would make a 55 or above yarder. What are we doing? So instead of trying to go for the first down, just play field position. Hey, look, it's third and 25 or 3rd and 500. Just get, closer, instead of taking a 55 yarder, maybe he'll hit at a 45 yard field goal. That you have to sit up, and then it's all, here comes Dak, touchdown.
They got it. Touchdown.
So the thing is, you just have to understand, and look, kickers practice all week as well. Give them a chance. They need the reps as well. So, that's my coaching philosophy, but be smart about it. And you never know. Hey, it's a field goal game. It's oh man, we need a touchdown, or we need to, so
you saw it last night in the Eagles Lions game too.
Yeah.
The Lions went for it, and I think they were 0 for 4 on 4th down in the red zone last night. Yeah. I mean, just imagine if they just kicked 2 of those. It's 6 points. They'd be closer to winning. And it wasn't like they got blown out by the Eagles. That 6 points would have made a huge difference.
Right.
It's just the way the league is going, and it's I don't know if it's for the better for everything.
Yeah,
I get that you want to use more analytics, but at the same point, it's hard for me to turn down points.
Yeah, I agree. Listen, everybody wants to win the $5 million Powerball or lottery ticket. Yeah, but if you only get 4.5, don't be that greedy, man. You see what I'm saying? So not only that, but it's just there's a lot of things, like I said, that the Skins need to do. I hope Harris understands, but I really don't know. I'm going to give DQ one more chance. Injuries, I'll give you that break. After that, you're definitely on the hot seat next year, because I don't think Witt was the guy. He may be your buddy, your best friend, or whatever, and you worked with him. That's fantastic. But you need to do in the offseason, if you want to give him a chance in the offseason, you need to talk to him and be like, hey man, this is how we do it. Let me show you. But sooner or later, give him the keys. You're taking the keys away from him. That's fine. Just like Campbell did last night for the Lions. But you got to take control of it. So I'll give everybody another year. Finally, on the offensive side, Kingsbury, I don't know. I mean, it's hit or miss on that, but there's got to be a little bit more creativity. I really do think so. I mean, there's guys. It's just, I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Kingsbury, I feel like, I mean, he hasn't had his full offensive complements at all this season, right? Because he thought he would have Jaden, who's missed over half the games this year, right now, or around half the games, if not over half the games.
Right.
And Terry's been out for every game pretty much, except for 2 of them, right? Noah Brown, who he thought was going to be his number 1 or number 2 receiver, he hasn't played hardly at all. He played last time he played was Green Bay, a game, I think, right? And he got hurt in that game. So I mean, I think like he used Debo had a good game last night, or yesterday morning, opposite of last night. I think he had like 75 yards or something like that and a touchdown. But I think like he was hampered by that, but you got to move on. And then I mean, I don't know if he just simplifies the offense down for Mariota sometimes, or like doesn't trust his arm strength or something. But we also don't have anybody, like you said, we don't have any speed that can stretch the field, because the only one we kind of do have is Terry, and he hasn't been playing. Right. And then we had Lane, but Lane can't catch the ball.
Right. So you know, and I feel bad for Burks. I mean, he just showed up, so you know, give him a chance. Give him a chance. I don't know how long is he done for the year, or what's his status?
I don't know. I hope not. He showed flashes last week.
Yep.
And then but he definitely he got hurt, but I don't know. Hopefully he's all right.
Yeah, hopefully they start coming back after the bye. But I just
Yeah,
want to see
we got an
guys.
extra week of rest here, so
Right. So we'll see. You know, Jaden's probably going to come back, and that's fine. But he needs to learn a little bit more. I mean, he's not checking on his progression. His mechanic it's not as bad as Bo Nix. I'll tell you that. Bo Nix can be great, but his feet. Oh my Lord. I'm just saying.
yeah, I mean, it's only Jaden's second year in this, and like I said, he's only played in half the games this year. He definitely needs the reps. If the doctors clear him, I would still play him.
Sure.
I would for sure, but maybe I would call a little bit less design runs and stuff like that.
Right.
Let him develop inside the pocket a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I would definitely play him because the reps are crucial for the future.
I agree. So this is going to be
Mm-hmm.
evaluation for the rest of the season. I think after the bye is, hey, look, guys, I think DQ needs to tell, and maybe he tells these guys, hey, look, we're just going to be evaluating, man. This season's pretty much over. You know, if you want to be here, be here. If you don't want to be here, hey, have a nice day. We'll cut you tonight. That you got to send that message. So that's my opinion on that.
I mean, because the season's over. I mean, you're 3-8, and you got to look. The lowest wild card team right now is the 49ers. They're the 8th seed currently, and they're 7-4. There's no way you're making the playoffs. Even if you ran the table, you'd be 9-8, right? And then that's not guaranteed to make it, and you probably wouldn't, because you'd have to have the Packers start losing a lot. The Lions are out of the playoffs right now if the season ended.
Wow.
Right now, but they're 6-4. So, but yeah, there's no way you're catching those teams. There's no way. Season's over. Season's done. It's evaluation mode. It's saying, hey, who can help us moving forward in the future? That's what you got to do. Who do we want to keep here, and who do we need to move on from? That's what you need to look at.
Right. And you know, I think this, and it's I've seen this at high school, and it drives me up the wall. I hate it. Where at some high schools locally here, they're playing music, blah, blah, blah. We ain't got time for that garbage. Okay. We're not playing. This ain't WWE. This ain't, you know, we're here to work. You want to listen to music before the game, after the game, that's fine. Practice, you know, I've never had, hey, let's listen to some music, Kenny G, Celine Dion, whatever you want to listen to, DMX. I don't care what it is. We're not listening to music, bro. Okay. If this is Soul Train or American Bandstand, go there. Okay. This is football. We need to understand and learn this stuff. This ain't at a mini camp or whatever.
OTAs or whatever.
OTAs.
Yeah.
Play as much music you want. In the season, we ain't got time for that crap. Okay. So they got to get rid of that.
What about like what Joe Gibbs used to do when they used to pump in crowd noise at practice? I like that.
I love that, especially when you've got a dome.
Yeah.
So put it full blast.
Yeah.
And they can't even.
They used to put speakers out there and blare crowd noise. Get used to it.
Yes. That's how you learn.
Yeah.
I'm saying. So, I would love to be invited, or we would love to go to a practice next year just to see, okay, hey, how does this work? Because I've been to one when it was Gruden's, and you see guys, they've got guys, boom, 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 next thing, boom, boom. That to me was a practice. Felt because Gruden didn't do well because he didn't have the talent. Let's really be honest there, right? So, but you know, I didn't.
I thought he was just an okay head coach. I thought he's a great coordinator.
I think he's a great coordinator.
And I think it's kind of messed up how he hasn't gotten another job. It's another crack at the bat.
Right.
I don't know if it's because of the stuff that happened with his brother. And like all the stuff that went out. But I mean, it's kind of crappy to tie him to that. I mean, it's not his fault.
Right.
What his brother was doing. He can't hold yourself responsible for that. But I always thought he was a great offensive coordinator. He drew up some great game plans. Great game plans.
Sure.
He pretty much helped out. Well, the Shanahans helped him out too, but Gruden helped out Sean McVay a lot because Sean McVay was his offense coordinator underneath him, and then Gruden was like basically grooming him.
Right.
So.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much wraps up our good, bad, and the ugly against Miami over in Madrid. As the Skins go into the bye, when they come back from the bye, they'll be taking on the Denver Broncos, which the Broncos are, of course, in contention for the AFC West as the Chiefs, producer Marks, Chiefs go down.
They're in contention for the 1 seed right now.
Yeah.
Them and the Patriots are both 9-2. So you know they're going to try and come out trying to win that game for sure. Because right now, them and the Patriots are looking like one of those two, maybe the Colts if they can get back on the Colts are 8-2. So
right.
But yeah, so like they're going to be fighting for that 1 seed for sure.
Absolutely. So before we sign off here, just a recap of what we did this weekend. It was not only a lot of fun. I want to thank everybody at Glory Days, our buddy Ryan, Jim that has us. We are back apparently on December 6th, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. So December 6th, we'll be back at Glory Days, and that'll be our last one for the calendar year for UFC 323. So we don't have any picks obviously yet because we haven't collected any of the data. We haven't even worked on it. We did go 4-2 on that. Met some nice folks over at Glory Days. It was definitely a bigger crowd,
Yeah. And then Glory Days Grill, awesome spot. We say it all the time. And then the fights are free. They don't charge a cover charge or anything like that. I know some bars and restaurants that show the fights, they'll charge like a $5 cover or whatever because it's expensive. It's expensive for them to put it on. Because they have to pay for like a seat licensing fee for like every seat in the place.
Yeah.
But they don't charge anything, and then they have great prices on food, happy hour specials all day, all that stuff. But yeah, it was a blast. Well, we went 4-2, and the only fight we really got wrong was the Brady fight. He lost, but and then the other loss we had was Islam. We said him by finish, and he won, but it went to decision, unanimous decision. He dominated that fight.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, it just he didn't finish it, so it went to decision. So we lost that bet. But we had it right that he won, and he was on our parlay, just straight money line. So that was so we kind of won with that one too.
Yeah. So we hit on our parlays as well, and he celebrated. Islam celebrate with what's the guy's name?
Who?
The little guy. The little
Hasbullah?
guy. Hasbullah, bro. That's my guy, bro.
Yeah,
that's my guy. I love that guy.
Because Islam trains with Khabib, and Khabib was he retired on the UFC undefeated, like 21-0 or something like that. He was the one that like gave not Conor McGregor's first loss, but like the first dominant loss where he like just wore out Conor McGregor, and that's where he like shot up the rankings, and became champ, and then he retired. But they trained together, and he still trains with him, and both of them great wrestlers. And then Hasbullah is like supposedly like great friends with them. So
yeah, Hasbullah is my guy. I would love to hang out with that guy. So we go 4-2 in UFC. We go 5-3 again in college football, where I go 2-0. And I love Utah. The
5-unit play. 5-unit play.
Hey, when I say 5 units, it's 5 units, my guy. I told you to put the mortgage on it, so rent free. If you listen to me on that one,
the Cougars destroyed them.
We are currently 3. I go 3-0 in the NFL. You're 0-2, but
I'm 0-2, but Cowboys are looking good. That was my other pick.
Good. Yeah.
Roll 666. Yeah, roll 666. Yeah, my other picks, I had the Chiefs. That was a big loss there. I just had too much faith in Andy Reid. I said the stat when we did our picks on Friday.
Right.
Andy Reid was 22-4 after a bye week in his career, and then it was even better against the spread. I think he was 24-2 against the spread after a bye week. Yeah, and then it's just crazy. But Denver's defense, man, they were getting after Mahomes left and right, and then didn't look good for the Chiefs after that. But yeah. The other one is that I had the Skins and Dolphins over, and that didn't work out because our defense actually showed up decently.
Finally, right? We had some NHL picks. Not bad. It's been doing pretty well, as we will have our soccer picks. We will have our EFL League One really early. It's not a midweek card, Shano, but one of the games starts on Tuesday, and then they go all the way through on Saturday. We'll have the EPL, which is Saturday and Sunday. We will have the championship is back. So EFL championship will be, both of those two videos will be shown on Thursday morning. And also on Thursday morning, we are going to be debuting our new PWHL. So we have, of course, a couple of games there. So their inaugural season or games for the third season will take place there. Vancouver Golden Eyes.
Yeah.
That's as one of those teams. And of course, the defending champions, the Minnesota Frost. So we just finished recording that. So it's in the studio now. So working with the team and Her Excellency on that, who covers the WNBA. So we've got that covered. We'll have more hockey picks for you. And then we're going to get closer to, as college football ends, we're going to go and start researching a lot of the college basketball. I think we start, Shano, don't quote me on this. I think we start in the new calendar year in January. I think that's when, where they're playing ACC games, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, yeah.
That's when college bowl season's wrapping up, football's bowl season, all that stuff. So because you have the Rose Bowl usually January 1st, isn't it? So
yeah.
So after that all wraps up, we'll start getting more in college basketball, and that's, like I said earlier, college basketball is tough to predict the first couple weeks because there's so many transfers in the transfer portal nowadays. So many one-year players. I like to wait a couple weeks before I even put money on college basketball, just to build up some data, see what the teams are doing, how they play, what's their pace of play, what guys are good, what guys aren't, right?
Yeah.
So, but my Hoyas aren't looking bad this year. They're doing okay so far.
Yeah, they're not bad, not bad. We are. I'm writing a new algorithm for the NBA, and I'm going to try it out after the Emirates Cup. So they play, of course, that the cup that they have in the NBA. So I'm going to try. And again, the season started. So let's see how. Hopefully, we have some the algorithm and the model works. It's been working for the NHL. I had Colorado puck line yesterday. And that was late. So nothing for today, but hopefully we'll have something for tomorrow. So I know that Shano and I will be working together for that one. As the Caps, let's get a quick Caps update there, Shano.
Caps are winning 2-1 right now. Minute and 20 left. So go Caps. Ovi scored again today, by the way.
Nice.
So he's starting to get on a little heat streak here, like he likes to do. Throughout his career, he'll go he'll have like a little dry spell, but then he'll get on fire and score like 10 goals in 12 games or something like that. Right. So he scored while we were at Glory Days the other night.
Yeah.
And then now he's scoring again. So that's goal number 903 in his career. 903 goals. That's so many. Good God. A lot of goals.
So next calendar year in the spring, we'll have, of course, Adam the Ace of Diamonds back. We will also have the GOAT, the UFL GOAT. He will take over and have his plays. And I don't mind, doing the video for him. I'm just representing you guys. And he'll give us his plays in the UFL. He'll have a couple of games that he wants to put out there. So, and we'll have him on to talk about anything that's new. Obviously, there's rumor of a year-long contracts, just like in the NFL for UFL, as well as the departure, or they're not picking up his contract of the Moose. Daryl Johnson's no longer there, and a video game possibly for UFL.
Yeah.
So
we'll
talk to him about it.
That'd be huge.
Yeah, that
UFL GOAT guys. He knows his stuff with the UFL for sure. He knows.
Absolutely.
He knows that league inside and out.
Absolutely.
He had a bunch of good plays for us last year in the last couple of weeks of the UFL season, and then the UFL playoff games.
Absolutely. So before we leave, we did survive. So we did survive. Now we're on to week 12, and now it's way too early because we got to wait for the end of the Dallas Raiders game. But we'll look at it and we'll record Wednesday night. We're off tomorrow, right, Chano? We're off tomorrow, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're off tomorrow, and looks like Dallas is about to score again.
Pickens just scored it right now. Just ran it in. 23-6.
Rule 666.
Yeah.
Just saying.
That's the main reason I made that bet for one of my official picks there. I was like,
but I should get credit for that.
They had a teammate die. I mean, they're going to come out hyped up to try and win that game.
I should get credit for that, though. I'm joking. I'm joking. So that'll wrap it up. We're off tomorrow, but we'll be back Wednesday. And we will, of course, have our Survivor and Pick'ems for Thursday and for week number 12 in the NFL. For Shane O'Mac, I'm Joe the Fan. We will see you next time. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell for that notification. Tells you when our next video will be out. But again, we're off on Tuesday. We'll be back on Wednesday. And then our live shows, it'll only be 2 of them, 8 o'clock for the NFL. I'll be on location. And we'll have at 8:30, we will have, of course, the Wise Man with our week 13 in NCAA football. Rumor has it, I might be doing the live show at our famous place, Bucky's. I got to find out if they're doing it. I'm eating one of those sandwiches, brisket sandwich, right?
Sorry. Yeah, the brisket sandwich there is delicious. So good. It's a chopped brisket sandwich. It's good.
Okay. As soon as I get there, I get there, I think Friday afternoon.
Yeah.
So that'll be the first place I go.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
usually
good. And then you got to check out the wall of beef jerky if you don't like beef jerky. It's
okay.
It's a huge. I mean, they have like 100 different flavors of beef jerky. It's so good.
Okay, I will take pictures. But I heard the bathrooms in there are not only the cleanest, but there's like 500, literally 500 bathrooms in there.
It's the cleanest bathroom I've ever been in my house or been in the world. It's like their bathrooms are cleaner than my house. Like not my house bathrooms, like my house in general.
Right.
They're so clean you can eat off them if you wanted to.
Wow. So I'll be on location, and Shane O'Mac will be, of course, in the studio. So again, for Shane O'Mac, I'm Joe the Fan. Have a good night, and we will see you next time. Take care. Just win bets. It's in the name, baby.